Tucked deep in the holistic straitjacket, all the wasted enlightenment of fake Zen, bluffed into the truest form of insecurity, and the rest is fiction. Halfway through the skydive, our hero ran out of adrenaline. The remainder of the jump was an exercise in apathy, concerned neither with a proper landing or if he would even bother to stay awake. Shortly after making a name for himself in motion pictures, King Kong spent many of the following years as one of those classic Hollywood alcoholics. You've heard this story over and over and over. I recently sold a handgun. I met the buyer at a neutral location. He gave me cash. The exchange was made. Moments later, he robbed me at gunpoint. Thank you. That is a streetcar named Gristle.
Kabam.
I don't remember that.
The
Again,
bank
it has been a
I
month.
didn't.
stuck in his suit.
I probably read it at one of those Zoom poetry meetings that I attend on a regular basis.
There really isn't anything going on. It's quiet out there.
There's
All
going to
the
be
festivals.
something at the Alwyn House in, I think in October or November. It's their 50th anniversary.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah.
It's been 50 years already.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, somebody to do that.
Kim's a really good guy. I like him.
And other than that, no, it's just nothing, man. It's just heat. It's supposed to cool off next week.
Thankfully.
Good God.
Or so they say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just lying to you, Bill, just so that you'll stay.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll keep your true self in check.
Yeah, my authentic self
Your
is,
authentic self.
is overheating. Other than that, let's see. Bill, not Bill Wyman, Charlie Watts died.
Yes, Charlie Watts.
Yeah.
And Norm Macdonald died.
Yes.
Norm Macdonald died.
Finally, an opportunity for snark.
My brother texted me saying Norm Macdonald died, and then he started writing Bob Dole, because he played Bob Dole on
Right.
Saturday. So right away, I'm thinking yeah, Bob Dole died too. So I'm going to Yahoo News and all this shit. He fucking didn't die. Bob Dole is still alive. That son of a bitch. How dare he live? How dare he hang on with stage 4 cancer?
Your life. Yeah.
Stage 4
Hey,
lung
maybe
cancer.
his one goal was to outlive Norm Macdonald for
Norm
making
must
so
have
much
had
fun of it.
stage 5 or stage 6.
At stage 6, you are a giant cancer cell.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you're done. But I like what he said about cancer. So people say that he lost his battle with cancer. And he said, well, from the way I look at it, when you die, the cancer kind of dies at that same point. So it's a draw.
It's a draw. Yeah,
It's a draw. You didn't lose the battle. It was a draw.
Came out even.
Yeah. It's one way to look at it.
In other news, Stevie Nicks is still bickering with
Lindsey Buckingham.
Lindsey
Well, hey,
Buckingham.
that's the
after 50 years.
Wow.
I know,
What
that's
is
the
he-
fights they've been fighting about the same thing since 1977.
Did
That's
he
pretty
leave
cool.
his favorite shirt over there? He wants it back.
No, I think each one has to hold on to their grudge until the last one drops it or something.
I don't know.
One of them dies. It's all part of the deal with Satan.
And then they'll say, "Oh, we should have made up." Oh, that time.
Come
we
on,
lost.
it's like the fake celebrity feuds or whatever. The Taylor Swift versus Katy Perry or something. It's like they're just trying to sell albums. You keep talking about these people. They probably live in the same house or something. It's just a big secret. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, that damn Stevie Nicks. How
Oh,
dare she say that while I'm selling my new album?
Who's the other one? Keith Richards and Elton John, and their little feud, which means
Keith
nothing.
Richards had a feud with Elton.
Oh yeah. They,
How do you even get your head around that?
Well, I thought Elton John had a feud with Tina Turner too. So he doesn't like anybody. He may be a jerk.
his authentic self is a jerk.
Right. See, that's what happens.
Yeah, I guess he and Keith exchanged barbs. We'll say barbs.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
He called him
I mean, it's not like I don't think Keith could.
an arthritic old monkey.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what.
Oh.
And Keith Richards said Elton John only writes ballads to dead blondes.
Oh.
So,
That's not fair. That's what Bernie does. He just writes the tunes.
yeah, that's right.
I
Well,
think
there you go then.
really, it's like Elton John's a perfect example. I mean, he's Bernie's authentic self when he sings, right? I mean,
That's true, because
It's
Bernie does all the lyrics.
Yeah.
So.
but I mean, I guess it's a pretty cool thing to be Bernie Taupin. I mean, you can go anywhere you want to. Nobody's gonna bother you. You got half the money from the other
Is he
guys
still
singing
with
your
us?
songs.
I thought he passed away.
I think he's around.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Well, I think you'd hear about it. 'Cause,
If
you
he had died, it would be all over Facebook.
I mean, really, he did write "We Built the City on Rock and Roll." I mean, that's a pretty powerful song.
You know, when you die,
Just stake your career.
if you're a
on-
celebrity now and you die, you'll die 40 times on Facebook
'cause,
before
you
the
know,
day is up, before
Grace
sundown.
Slick stuck her career on that song.
Yeah.
Hey, at least she had the brains to say, you know what, I'm just too old for this stuff.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
a
outta
young
here."
person's thing. I'll just take the money.
Look, I made it past 27. The rest was gravy.
Yeah, I know. Well, she wrote "Somebody to Love" and
White Rabbit.
"White Rabbit." Yeah, so it's like, so she
I'm
had the
good.
songs.
I got my royalties. Check.
Well, I know.
Keep those checks coming.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the rest of the group, who knows where they're at?
Paul's gone.
Yeah.
She didn't have a lot to say when he went.
Oh,
She probably doesn't remember.
yes. What's that? So, well, getting back to your authentic selves, rock and roll people, having to tour around with each other all the time.
Yeah.
Everybody bangs everybody else, and after a while, you just get sick of those people. Like, oh, he's dead. That's a damn shame.
Oh,
Reminds me of the time back in Munich
I haven't seen him in years.
when he stole my comb. Said he didn't have it, but I found it. It was under the cocaine.
It's covered in lice.
All right, who's got the next poem?
I think that's a
Patrick's
very good
turn.
one. All right. I thought I'd trot out some of the obscure stuff that
Trotsky.
Trotsky.
Is this from your book, Patrick?
Yes, it is from my book, Corporate Boilerplate Vinegar. Maybe you ask where all the slivers of meaning and half-digested chunks of miscarried thought have gone. Or what did the glossy polish shove beneath the rolling chaotic depths? And to where does it all sink? If it rests in the buried vaults of memory or waits, frozen like the cryogenic rich who really have no right to return but still grin behind their tinfoil in the bath of frozen air, hoping that you and I won't pull the plug until the time is absolutely right? You may as well crack the door and peer inside, but take care, because in here you will find nothing but infections. And if you find your mind stinging, reeling, in heated crimson disbelief, I can only tell you that not all these fetal bits are abortions. And if you stitch the pulsating spasms back together, oh yes, you might just get something whole. But that is after you have been shattered.
Shit, doobie. Shattered.
All right, taking it back to Charlie Watts.
Rats on the west side, bed bugs uptown. Look at me. My brain been battered.
Wow.
Splattered all over Manhattan.
That's also the worst part of being a
Bill's
musician.
Bill's got Stones down.
Right.
I like the Stones.
Being a touring
Some
musician,
of the
and
Stones. I don't like all their stuff, but
It's like-
there's some of this really good stuff.
imagine it's like, oh my God, I have to play this damn song again.
But when Charlie Watts died, I didn't crumble. I didn't curl up into a fetal position. Oh my God, another dead one. Oh my God. My tears flow for Charlie. I need to eulogize him on Facebook now. His drumming meant so much to me. It was the beat of my life.
Somebody stop it before he kills.
So this next poem is one of those music snob poems.
Wow.
It's called sensory perception. There is a video circulating. Maybe it's viral. Who knows? In this video, a man who has been colorblind his entire life is given a pair of glasses on his birthday. This is a special pair of glasses which allows him to experience the world in color for the very first time in his 61 years. He is staggered and overcome. Through his tears, he sees the green leaves of his trees and the blue of the sky. His wife tells him their house is yellow, as are the flowers in the front yard. This story reminded me of when I was much younger and I had a pair of headphones that exposed me to the world of jazz music, and never again did I have to listen to the crap everybody else seems to enjoy. Thank you.
It doesn't finish until the thank you.
Yeah,
comes on.
it's got that big, that big finale.
A wild-mannered ending.
We need to book some studio time where you
shines right through at the end.
book some
Right
studio time where you do all your poems like that.
Yeah.
And it's with the thank you at the end.
Thank you.
And then you have like that you know how those like Nirvana has that track at the end where it's like 9 minutes of nothing, and then they have all sorts of crap.
Yeah, that was a thing in the 90s. Like,
Yeah.
everybody liked that dead
Yeah,
space.
so you have like the last poem, and then there's like 9 minutes of nothing, and then
Yeah.
there's a thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Didn't Dave do that on one of your recordings? Like the whole recording was just thank you?